Jacob Mercer needed the job. After months of unemployment, the position of night security guard at the infamous Blackwood Hotel was the only one that would take him. The pay was decent, the hours were long, and the rumors, well, he didn't believe in ghosts. The hotel had been abandoned for years before its recent and rushed renovation. Locals whispered about its dark past, suicides, disappearances, and a fire that had claimed dozens of lives decades ago. The new owners dismissed it as superstition, but the staff knew better. The cleaning crew refused to work past sunset, and the front desk always closed by midnight. Jacob was alone from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., patrolling the empty halls with nothing but a flickering flashlight and a radio that crackled with static. The first few nights were uneventful. Jacob made his rounds, checked the cameras, and drank stale coffee to stay awake. But on the fourth night, something changed. At 2:17 a.m., the elevator dinged. Odd, since the hotel had no guests that night. The doors slid open to reveal an empty car. Jacob shrugged it off as a malfunction. Then, from the corner of his eye, he saw a shadow move near the grand staircase. "Hello?" His voice echoed. No answer. He approached the stairs, flashlight trembling in his grip. A cold draft slithered down his neck. Then, a whisper. "Help me." Jacob spun around. The lobby was empty. His radio buzzed, and a voice, too slow, too distorted, said, "Third floor. Come to the third floor." The third floor. The elevator doors opened before he could press the button. The air inside was freezing. Jacob hesitated but stepped in. The doors closed and the elevator ascended, then kept going. Past the third floor, past the fifth. The numbers blinked erratically until B2, basement level 2, a floor that didn't exist. The doors opened to a long, dark hallway lined with rotting doors. The smell of smoke and decay filled his lungs. At the far end, a figure stood in the shadows, a woman in a burnt, tattered dress, her skin blackened, her eyes hollow. "You shouldn't be here," she hissed. The elevator doors slammed shut. The lights died. Jacob frantically pressed buttons, but the elevator didn't move. Then, knocking. Soft at first, then louder. Something was scratching at the doors. A child's voice giggled. "Let us in, mister." The emergency lights flickered on. The elevator was descending again. When the doors opened, he bolted out, straight into the lobby. The truth. The next morning, Jacob demanded answers. The manager sighed. "You saw her, didn't you? The woman in the burnt dress. Emily Blackwood. She died in the fire with her children. They say she lingers, angry that the hotel reopened over their graves." Jacob quit on the spot, but as he packed his things, his radio crackled to life one last time. "You can't leave us, Jacob. We're always watching." And in the security monitor's reflection, a small, charred hand reached out toward his shoulder.